Thank you, everyone. The first thing we have on tonight's agenda is a flag presentation. Pete, if I could please ask you to stand up and present it to our township residents.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Would you and the Marine Corps League Patriot Detachment members, Veterans Advisory Commission members, volunteer fire company people, and any veterans in the audience that would like to come up here, please join me. We also have special guests on hand. I know one of them is here from Senator Tom Collins' office, the District Administrator Kerry Judge. Kerry, you want to come up here? Is Peter Chong here? Okay. Tonight we have a deployment flag placement for another of our Northampton Patriots serving in harm's way. Would the mom and sister of Army Specialist Tyler Reichert, Sue and Kaitlyn, please come up here and join us. As many of you know, this all began 15 years ago on April 23, 2003, when the Board of Supervisors introduced our Northampton Patriots Flag Program to honor our Northampton residents serving in Operation Iraqi Freedom. Back then, we knew of 24 such residents, and as of today, due to the expansion of the program to include Afghanistan and other hostile areas, we know of 87. Behind the dais is a flag display holding both military and American flags, 87 of them. At one time, all were military flags, each representing the branch of service and identifying the resident with a yellow streamer with his or her name affixed to it. As each one returns home, and so far 84 have, we return his or her military flag and replace it with an American flag. After tonight, there will be 88 total flags, with 3 of them armed service flags awaiting return to their representatives, an Army flag and 2 Air Force flags. I should point out that although I indicated there will be 88 flags for 87 people, that's because one of our residents, Frank Young Jr., first deployed in 2006 while he was in the Army, and then again in 2010 when he enlisted in the Navy. So he has 2 flags. Tonight we are honored to have a flag placement for Army Specialist Tyler Reichert. Tyler recently deployed to Kuwait from Fort Bragg, and from there he will be deploying to Iraq. His mom, Sue, and sister, Kaitlyn, will be placing Tyler's personalized Army flag in the display, where it will stay until he returns from his deployment to exchange it. So at this time, Chairman Moore will give you Tyler's flag, and he will escort you up to the display.
So I'll lead the way. Here's a spot right here. So why don't we turn around?
Hold the flag while you
Yeah,
take the picture, Swift.
You want to hold it? All right, very good.
Okay, Sue and Kaitlyn, why don't you tell us a few words about yourself?
I'll do my best. Tyler actually started his service to the community with Hartsville Fire Company, and then with Station 83, and also with the Central Bucks Explorers. So I guess his next logical step was to join the military. He ended up after AIT in Okinawa, so he's only been home for about 8 months before he left again for Iraq. So distance is not new to us. Iraq is. I would like to say thank you to all our veterans, my dad, his retired Army, our first responders for your service as well. And the board, thank you for this program. It is wonderful. It is truly appreciated. Thank you.
Whatever you have.
If that's a true statement.
I mean, we were always the kind of siblings who would always like fight a lot when we were little, and it was always just a kind of love-hate relationship. And
We don't go that much detail.
But I don't know. He's always been nice to me, helped me, encouraged me through a bunch of hard times, especially this past summer.
Great.
As I say every time I do this, this is the greatest honor I have and the board has as a Board of Supervisors to give this recognition to your son going overseas. Actually, I was talking to Pete tonight, and I think there's 170,000 Americans stationed overseas in 150 countries. And of the 170,000, I think 30,000 are actually in harm's way. And you know, it's a huge sacrifice for yourself, for your family, and we certainly appreciate that, every effort like that. And we pray when Tyler comes back. And you know, one of my sons is named Tyler, so hopefully he's not. I appreciate the name Tyler, but thank you, and sincerely on behalf of the township, we really appreciate every effort, and everybody here. Sincerely, you can see about the turnout tonight.
Yes.
How people really appreciate it. And also, I always say every time is that what we really want to do is have that whole thing filled again with American flags. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Pete?
I noticed we had a late arrival that just came in representing Congressman Fitzpatrick, Peter John. You want to come up here and say anything, Pete? This is Mom and Dad.
So, so
You have to, sir.
change the flow.
I can hold it if you want to.
But the biggest thing, the congressman is down in DC, so he couldn't be up here. But I'm his veterans advocate. So if you guys need anything while he's deployed, please don't hesitate to reach out. And care packages. You know, that's the best thing to do, is to have a little sense of home. So care packages is always the way to go. Godspeed, and hope he returns safe.
Thank you.
Okay. From Senator Tomlinson's office, we have his veterans advocate, Kerry Judge. Kerry, you want to say a few words? Sure. You want to talk?
How you doing, everybody? On behalf of the senator, I want to say it's an honor. I know the word sounds kind of redundant tonight because we're all saying how honorable it is to be amongst the young veterans and the older veterans. From a personal standpoint, my father was in the invasion in Normandy, and my brother was a first lieutenant in Vietnam. So I understand it from a personal level. I just, on behalf of the senator, there's not much more but saying how honorable it is for you guys and for the vets, and also what an honor it is to be in your company. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Anyone here from Representative Ty's office? Okay. I'd like to thank everyone who came out tonight to honor one of our Northampton Patriots. As has been documented so often nowadays, those that serve our country in the military are at risk, whether they are on U.S. soil or foreign soil, and their lives are put on the line each and every day. Northampton and our country are proud of what our military are doing for the freedoms we enjoy here at home. We always mention at these ceremonies that 2 of our Patriots did not make it home safe and sound. And that was Army PFC Bobby Dembowski Jr. and Army Master Sergeant Ken Elwell. Their American flags are in that display front and center, with the black streamers containing their names. We will never forget Bobby and Ken and the services they gave while paying the ultimate price. Bobby Dembowski 11 years ago, on May 24, 2007, and Kenny Elwell 7 years ago, on July 17, 2011. And I know one of the family members of Ken is here tonight, Sue Elwell. Sue, could you please stand up? Sue and Kaitlyn, as I indicated earlier, Tyler is one of 3 of our Northampton residents in harm's way, as represented by the Army flag you placed, and the other 2 are Air Force flags in our display. We thank you for Tyler's service and hope to see him and you in the near future for a welcome home and replacing his flag with the U.S. flag. God bless him and all of our troops in harm's way. And thank you everyone for attending and paying homage to this patriot. Thank you. We have a group shot picture of some of the camera this way if we're up here. You want to do that? If you move back to the
Together,
third
guys.
one. Everybody squeeze in.
Everybody squeeze in. Group hug, everybody.
Come on in, Dad.
Come on, Dad. Right in the
Yeah,
back.
why
Come
don't
on
you
here.
front center.
Find somebody who's taller than Steve.
Yeah, sit right in front, stand right in front of me.
Turn around.
Yeah, yeah.
Here, I'll put the camera down. You guys are all tall.
Nailed down.
Kneel down. Wait, I cannot.
They always cut me out.
I don't know which one to look at.
Okay?
Good, very good.
Thanks again, all.